By the way, most of the time people say the word moot. It doesn't actually mean moot. Oh, he created another marine out of that barracks and hit it in the corner. Nice. That's gonna pop up at a fun time, I imagine. Um, what was? Oh yeah. But most of the time when people say it's a moot point, it doesn't actually mean that. Look at the definition. It's kind of a. Oh wow. Oh, the shuttle almost dying again. Scarab duds on that that turret somehow. That was kind of weird. Anyway, Fantasy building up a decent amount of troops here and getting another expansion going. So he's going to match Tempest in basis as well. So really, I think this is even though Tempest is ahead, Fantasy's been doing so much harassment and hasn't really been harassed at all himself. I mean, the Reaver's been running around and stuff, but they haven't really done any good. He's killed a couple Marines and stuff with the Reavers, but he hasn't killed, you know, a clump of SCVs or something like that, which is what he really needs. Oh man, dropship coming in here. Tempest sees it, but he's not going to be able to intercept it in time. He's going to be able to drop in that base. There is no defense in that base. Those probes are about to get completely slaughtered. And, oh, here comes some harassment by that Reaver. Fantasy doesn't even realize this is going on. He's not micro. Oh, my God. He didn't pull his SCVs out enough. Maybe he was thinking that, oh, my God, there was a tank and 2 vultures in that base. I thought he was going for that expansion. He's actually going direct for the main, and that is brilliant, brilliant drop by Fantasy. Laying down mines, the tank is going to be able to take care of the probes in that expansion, while the vultures are going to be able to run in and slaughter probes in the main. And now Fantasy is just pulled way ahead. Tempest is only mining in its natural expansion right now. And, oh, Jesus, that shuttle is so close to dying. Look at how many SCVs Fantasy has, though. It looks like he's lost a lot. And he's, oh, at the last moment, that damaged Reaver goes down and is not able to get any more kills, though. I'm really curious how many SCVs he lost on that whole exchange, because it looked as if Fantasy did not have a lot of SCVs, but he hasn't lost that many SCVs, so he must have more somewhere. That's really strange. I'm not sure. Anyway, Tempest is just running himself ragged, trying to fight off all this random harassment that's going on, various drops and what have you. And Fantasy is just being relentless in that. And Tempest is being relentful, unfortunately for him. I think that's what's going to cost him in the long run. He's not doing enough harassment, and he's not really able to, I guess, in his defense. But and like he's had to break down his pylon wall to get forces in to protect this expansion, and that's let more vultures in. Just so many probe kills in this game have been had, and now Fantasy. Fantasy had those vultures in behind there, and he's managed to run one out. He may even get some probe kills on the left base there. That's exact. Oh yeah, it looks like if there was any probes there, they got killed off. So arbiters are out now, though, which is going to be obviously helpful for Tempest, but I really don't think it's going to be enough. Look at that! Oh my God, that is a beautiful, beautiful array of tanks in the middle. Now, the key here, though, is that Fantasy doesn't have much to defend those tanks in the middle. So a squad of speed zealots with some dragoons could easily take that force out. Oh, is it going to cancel the pylon? Is it going to cancel the pylon so he can get in there? No, he does not cancel the pylon. And the drop goes down. Identical drop again. He gets the probes out at least this time. And look at this. The goons running in against the new pylon wall. He made the pylon wall just in time to block himself out of being able to defend his own base. Oh my God, so Fantasy just completely owning the crap out of Tempest here as far as play goes, and wow, nice. Mines, Zealot attacking the Vulture, Mines destroying a few probes as well. So we got the Arbiters out, but the Vessel is out to counter, and if he's got EMP going, then that's going to be really good. But still, those tanks, not very well protected. If Tempest was on the ball, I think he would try for some kind of a push. I mean, he hasn't really had the opportunity because he's been harassed so much. But I really think that's what he kind of needs to do. Jesus, look at he's got no probes. He's got, okay, looks like maybe a dozen probes transferring back over there. A dozen probes there. Probably a dozen as natural. A few at his main. So he's got a decent amount of probes, but Fantasy now getting a 4th base going. And so, I mean, he's got the command center ready to float over. It looks like he's just setting up some defense at that 9 o'clock base before moving in there. But yeah, look at that. All tanks and no vultures. No vultures to protect them. So if Tempest could somehow get enough forces together, get some speed zealots together, he would be able to... they're not even speed upgraded. His zealots are not even speed upgraded. He's got an Arbiter Tribunal up, but he's not even speed upgraded. And look at this. Fantasy having to put a cannon up in his main base. That is how vulnerable he has been to these attacks. He's had to put a cannon up in his main base to protect against vultures, which is usually a little bit ridiculous that it'd be such a possibility for vultures to get in that far. But with all the drops and run-bys and everything, I don't even know how those vultures managed to run by like all those forces and get into the base. That's ridiculous. No, maybe it was another drop. I'm sorry. So there's a tank in there. Oh my gosh. Oh man. And here's those zealots, slow zealots running in and slowly taking the mines. Why does he not have leg enhancements? He needs leg enhancements so badly. If he had leg enhancements, he could just barrel all over. Barrel over? Is that even a term? Barrel over? I think it is. It sounds funny now that I'm saying it out loud, though. But he could just roll over Fantasy's blockade in the middle here, just completely obliterate that, and then start taking out bases. But he doesn't have speed upgrade. He doesn't have enough forces to move in. He's got an Arbiter set up for a recall, though. He's probably waiting for enough energy. And here it comes! Here it comes! Fantasy spots it. You can see on the minimap he's trying to bring some of his forces back. But he's got some Goliaths there as well. There goes the recall. He's got another Arbiter there as well. Could be a double recall. Could be double recall. Could be a double recall. Instead, he's gonna. Oh, the turret goes down before it kills that. But this is almost last ditch for Tempest. He needs to take this. He needs to do significant damage with this recall here. He's letting his. Okay, now he's microing his Arbiter's back there. Units are cloaked, but the Science Vessel is going to make it really easy, and he EMPs his Goliath. Nicely done by Fantasy. Aiming at the Arbiter, but the Arbiter dodged. I don't think this has been enough damage by Tempest. Okay, here we go. Now he's moving up the middle here. This could be his opportunity. A lot of Fantasy's forces are in his main base right now. This could be Tempest's opportunity to move in. He needs to actually go, though, instead of just moving around in circles. And what is he doing? No! Oh my god, Tempest, what are you thinking? You can't attack that base! Did you see all the depots and crap in the way? Oh my gosh. Oh man, and turret. Oh man, that is a really well defended base. And for some reason, instead of just rolling up the center of the map, Tempest decided to dick around on the what are those called, bridges, and then run over there. And I really don't know what Tempest is thinking at this point. Well, maybe he's just not aware of what's going on in the center there. Maybe he hasn't been able to scout it because of the turrets, but. Really lost opportunity there, and the Arbiter goes down. Wow, so no second recall for Tempest either. Here we go, finally some friggin' speed upgrade. Oh, if he can drag it! Oh, that was so close to being a beautiful Mind Dragon to like 5 tanks. But look at Tempest's army. Fantasy doesn't even have siege up. He's going to anyways, apparently. But actually, there's more of an army there. Oh my god.